Yo, what it doing, what it going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video it's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be kind of talking about my opinion on Honor Arc for its season 1. So what ended up happening during season 1 was partially our fault, but some of the backlash that happened that shouldn't have happened but did happen kind of is like threw it off. And then there was stuff at the beginning of the season that I definitely think if they didn't have issues with, it probably would have been a better server. And overall, break down why I think it probably has better chances than a lot of the servers starting up on ARK right now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Alright, so basically at the beginning of the season, the server had tons of crashes and tons of issues. It was going down constantly, and it was just a lot of stuff that really made the server seem like, wow, if this really is going to continue like this, there's no way the server is going to have a pop. And a lot of the people on the server knew if the crashing continued and everything like that happened constantly, then yeah, our pop was going to go. But those of us who did believe in the server and actually thought the server had a chance to go somewhere, we kept playing on the server. And thankfully enough, I am glad I continued to play on the server because I did meet a lot of really cool people and had a ton of fun on the server. And I'm actually really hyped for season 2. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna get to play all of season 2 or I'm just gonna play part of it, whichever happens. I think I'm gonna be going duo with someone, or I might end up just cutting in and going solo. It's kind of just depending on a few different things and kind of just seeing how much time I have and what I want to do. So yeah, for season 1, some of the things I think that they know need to be fixed, they got fixed by the end of the season, so I'm very happy about that. And I do think it is still definitely some improvements that still need to be happening. I think there needs to be more events on the server, because I think they could do a little bit more to try to bring in pops and say our low pop, they needed help. They need to start advertising, doing more events to get their pop up so then they can cut back on how much pop they're having. So yeah, it's kind of an up and down there. Now, getting into later into season 2 and into what I really need to stress and talk about, and kind of just like think one of the admins or one of the owners of the server, one of the people who help run everything, for giving us leniency on what he did, because he did see our side of it, I guess. And yeah, just kind of the in between there. So we ended up teaming on a tribe. I mean, I guess it was teaming, but like our plan was just kind of like, hey, we're gonna come counter fob these people because they're raiding some people that we trade with, and we don't want to lose them as a trading person. So we pulled up and we began counter fobbing, which is what you were watching. We didn't get really far with the counter fob, and it ended up kind of being like, oh yeah, it was a counter fob, I guess. We slowed him down a little bit, bought him a little time, and then we noticed Buddha got on the server and was starting to call stuff out and being like, you need to attack both parties. And we were like, we can't even reach them. And we were like, he was like, so doesn't matter, you need to attack. So we were like, all right, we're just gonna leave them because there's no point for us to be here if we can't attack them. Well, they end up pushing them out. They come back, they message us, and we're like, okay, you got them out, but what's your issue? They're like, we don't have people, we don't have the resources. And we're like, well, we have resources and we have people on. Our proposal is for you guys to kick your other tribe mates and merge with us, and we'll help you build up or get your shit back. So they were like, fine. Well, they talked about it for a while, and they came back and like, yeah, that's fine, that sounds like a good idea. So we went over, took mechs over, took everything over, and we ended up wiping on the spam, getting their shit put back, got towers put up, and they were pretty solid. Well, the day after this, because we got called out while we were clearing spam because we merged and yada yada yada, and it was confirming us teaming. But I mean, we can't do anything other than to accept the fact that we did team, and we just had to move on with it and take the lenient 24-hour ban that he did give us. We're very thankful to him for that, because there is definitely a case of us doing that, because it's ARK, it happens. It's what you got to do to make yourselves better, and keeping them on our side was going to help us out and make our tribe better, because we had somebody to trade with, we had people to do boss fights with, we had people to run LE veins with, we had people to run OSDs with. It was putting us ahead. is what we saw. So we were like, okay, if we keep them alive and we can keep ourselves out of trouble, then we do fine. Well, we kept them alive, kept ourselves alive, but we didn't get out of trouble, and we still took a ban, which is grateful. Over all of this, we had some inside issues, and kind of just like people argued, people wanted to run their mouth, people wanted to attempt to wipe us. So what happened with this is one of their moderators that is not supposed to be involved with decisions was in the chat to help make the decision. Then his tribe ended up wiping us out of Wasteland Cave, and they weren't going to give us anything back. They weren't going to do anything to give us our base back. And then Buddha was like, you need to give them this, 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 and this, and this back. And we were like, okay, yeah, that's fine with us. I mean, that's what we had. He didn't agree with it. So we were like, well, that's what Buddha said. And then he started to just kind of get he was very aggressive, I'm guessing pissed off. But, I mean, who wouldn't be? You just wiped that base fair and square. Why wouldn't you want to be? Yeah, whatever. So, I mean, there are some things that definitely need to be changed. So maybe you shouldn't include them in this decision, make them, allow them have ability to help you with this, and that. If you're going to still allow them to tell their tribe, or like not tell their tribe that they can't do this, because if his tribe has the knowledge that we're off, then they know that's gonna happen. But I mean, because if it wasn't for, but I guess the guy who did wipe us didn't know we were off, so technically he rated us on an off timer because he found out we were off. If it either was from him or wasn't from him, either way, he ended up finding out we were off, and that scuffs us. We were like, hey, he's in your tribe, you wiped us, that's scuffed. You knew we were going to be off at this time. So it comes down to, you need to have good staff that helps makes decisions, and then a good staff that doesn't. And if you are in the tribe of an admin or a moderator, somebody that's helping make decisions, you should understand there's going to be, if tribes get banned, you're not going to be allowed to wipe a banned tribe, because that's technically hurting your server pop, and you need to be supporting it. Wiping people constantly is going to hurt your server pop. Other than, you do gotta understand that early on, wiping somebody is putting yourself ahead if they're catching up. So now it didn't help that like midway through the launch, MTS wiped, and of course MTS wiping is going to take a major pop pull, because there are going to be a ton of people like, oh yeah, I'm going to go start up with MTS, I'm going to get big, I'm going to run this. And even MTS had issues if they still hold their pop. It's because I'm guessing it's more so because MTS is MTS. All the YouTubers are going to play on MTS no matter what happens to MTS, because it's MTS, and that's just how it is. And it's kind of annoying that it's that way, and it really shouldn't be. It should be, these YouTubers really should go out and try other servers. That's why I honestly recommend on ARK. If you're wanting to go to a boosted server that is small, that is the picture small tribes, just wipes on a 3-month schedule, 2 to 3 month schedule, and is growing and looking for a community that could vastly support it and enjoy its time being around now. I recommend this. I don't think it's gonna go up in pop. If anything, it probably might lower. I honestly, if they had three-man servers, I would play the server a ton. 3-man servers is where it would be for me, at least, because I'm solo-ish. I have 1 to 2 to 3 people that I can play with constantly, and 3-man servers are definitely where I would like to play. I just feel like that would be the better odds, but you need really sweaty 3-man to do anything. So they give you 6 people, which is the same as small, so it works. And that's where you come to issues, just with people needing people and all that other stuff. And they do have good rules against inciting, and their moderators and admins and everybody are very active. They're very helpful. They aren't really putting off. They don't do ignoring or anything like that. They do a ton of tickets. Like them in one season probably had more tickets than MTS, or them in a month season probably had more tickets than MTS did in, like, on average, probably more tickets than MTS does per season. So, and that's insane to think of it that way. That means they're really active, they're good doing their job, they are definitely good, very supportive to the server. So if you're looking for a server that's growing in pop, and you probably be able to build up, and you might be able to have some fun on it, but definitely expect to know people on there, and like kind of just be able to build relations with people and be like, yeah, rotate tribes, meet new people that play on the server constantly, and just kind of have fun and chill with people. Then I definitely recommend the server. there's anything else that like sends out to some people that I would like to definitely know in the comments, like why you guys like the server, why you don't, and if your reason for not liking the server is a dead server. Yeah, it's dead because it had lag issues and it tried dropping at the same time MTS wiped. But I mean, it deserves a chance. It deserves an ability to thrive. You can't have it thrive unless you give it a chance. So that's really all I have to say on this. I'm gonna run some kind of talking between the moderator and the admin to give you guys kind of a little bit more idea of what happened during the arguments, everything through that. Other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoy everything I'm getting ready to upload. There are a lot of things behind the background that I'm working on. If you guys have made it this point in the video, I would definitely enjoy if you guys hit the sub button on this video, drop me a like, and comment down below what you guys would like to see more. Would you guys like to see an entire season 2? Would you guys like to of Honor Arc? Would you like to see me go to MTS? Would you like me to see me on small tribes, or do you want to see me go to official? Because smalls and official are getting ready to have new servers come out due to Genesis. If that's something you guys would want to see, definitely comment down below and let me know what your guys' opinion is. Now, I could go to MTS for Genesis, I could stay on Honor Arc, and I can go to Honor Arc Genesis. I could do a solo series on my single player to kind of learn the map and just showcase everything on it. If that's something you guys would like to see, definitely let me know in the comments below. Other than that, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day and just stay lit. Peace. Alright, well, this next part is completely up to you guys if you guys want to watch it. This is a conversation I recorded between Buddha and Green Waffles, which is the owner and the moderator that I was talking about. I don't care if you guys want to watch it. Just definitely know that it's going at the pace that it's going. I'm not speeding it up. I'm not slowing it down. It's a little fast when I'm scrolling down, so I apologize. Pause and read. I know it wasn't full screen. I now full screen. I'm big dumb. But yeah, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.